Okay, so this is lesson 53. Today we're going to be talking about perimeter. But before we get that, let's do our warm up. So, well, the movie was 2 hours and 15 minutes long. How many minutes is that? So first we have to think how many minutes is in 1 hour. Well, we know 60 minutes equals 1 hour. So 2 hours would be 60 times 2, which would be 120 minutes, and then plus the additional 15 minutes. So 120 plus 15 would be 135 minutes. Vigas earned $15 for raking leaves. He spent $4.75 of his earning on a comic book. How much money is left over? Well, we have $15 minus $4.75. Remember, we always have to line up our decimals when we're adding and subtracting decimals. So we put our decimal here right away and then we don't worry about it. Can I take 5 away from nothing? Nope. Can I borrow from nothing? Nope. So I have to hop over here, cross out that becomes a 10, cross it out, that becomes a 9, and then make this a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 7 is 2, 4 minus 4 is 0, 1 minus nothing is 1, so it'd be $10.25. 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. How many meters is 25% of a kilometer? Remember, 25% is 1/4, so we have to divide 1,000 by 4. 1,000 divided by 4. 4 goes into 1 0 times. 2, 8, subtract 2, 5, 0, 5, 20. Now, a lot of us forget to bring down our 0 here. Can 4 go into nothing? No. 4 times 0 is 0. Now there's nothing else, so it would be 250 meters. All right, what's 1 1/2 plus 1 1/2? Remember, we want, or 2 1/2, sorry. Cannot read. 2 1/2 plus 2 1/2. We will always want to line up our fractions. My denominator never changes. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. All right, this right here, can that be made into something simpler? Yes. 2 halves equals 1 whole. So 4 plus 1 equals 5. How many minutes is in 1 1/2 hours? Well, how many minutes is in 1 hour? 60. And a half an hour is 30 minutes. So 1 1/2 hours would be 60 plus 30, which is 90. 2 1/2 hours would be 60 plus 60 plus 30. So 60 plus 60 is 120, plus 30 would be 150 minutes. Excuse me. I'm choking on popcorn, no big deal. The sale price of the tennis racket is 50% off of $41. What is the sales price? So we have 41 divided by 2, right? 50% is 1/2. So we pull up our dollar sign and don't worry about it. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring down our 1. Okay, 2 goes into 1 0 times. 2 times 0 is 0. So we have this one. Comes up here as our numerator. $20 1/2. How else could we write that? As $20.50. The bicycle is 5 feet 4 inches long. How many inches is that? Well, there is 12 feet or 12 inches in every foot. 12 times 5 is 60 inches, plus the additional 4 inches is 64 inches. All right, a half of 100 is 50. I think that says divided by 2. Plus 2? No. Plus 2. Divided by 2. Oh yeah, divided by 2 is 25. Plus 5 is 30. Divided by 2, or divided by 5 is 6. Times 10 is 60. Divided by 5 is 12. Ooh. All right, choose an appropriate problem-solving strategy to solve this problem. Alvin finds that he can manage or arrange objects into triangular patterns of 3, 6, and 10. Remember we talked about triangular patterns are the ones that have the same number on each side and it creates a perfect triangle. Alvin finds he can also arrange things into square patterns of 4, 9, 16, and 25. Find the smallest number of objects greater than 1 that Alvin can arrange into either a triangular pattern or a square pattern. So, when we think of triangular patterns, let me erase this real quick. Remember, it is the same number on all sides of the triangle. Same thing with a square pattern. So let's do our triangles first. So we have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Let's stop there and see if we can get it. So you see how there's the same number on each side for each of these triangular, oh, I don't think I'm in the screen. See how there's the same number on each side? So let's try the squares. All right, obviously if we have 1, but we need it to be bigger than 1. So we have 1, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Ooh, 36 here, 36 here. So that is my smallest number that can be both a triangle and a square. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let me walk back to my desk, go to the next page, scroll around, and we'll keep going. So, get your math notebooks out. We are going to write these definitions. Okay, so when we think of perimeter and area, and I'm going to define both for you, the perimeter is your fence. So this is lesson 55. No, 653. Woo. Perimeter is your distance around polygon. And you add up all sides. So think of it as your fence. So if this is my backyard, pretend. I don't have a backyard. We're going to pretend. And it's 10 feet by 20 feet. Okay. This side, if this is a rectangle, and we're going to pretend, okay, if this side is 20 feet, then this side will also be 20 feet. If this side's 10 feet, then this side will also be 10 feet, okay? So you have to add up all of your sides. So you want to see how much your perimeter is your fence. How much fence would it take to fence in the whole backyard? So we have 10 plus 10 plus 20 plus 20. So nothing plus nothing plus nothing plus nothing is nothing. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So your perimeter would be 60 feet. Okay, that is how you do perimeter. It is your fence. You add up all the sides. Now, we have our length and our width. For a rectangle, let's do this. So this is your length, and this is your width. Okay, so let's look at this. What is the perimeter of this rectangle? We have 3 centimeters by 2 centimeters. So if this side's 3 centimeters, this side is 3 centimeters. If this side is 2 centimeters, this side is 2 centimeters. So we have 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 2 is, your perimeter would be 10 centimeters. All right. we can use this formula if it is a rectangle. So you can use this formula, perimeter, the P, the perimeter, equals 2 length plus 2 width. That's just saying you multiply your length times 2, and you multiply your width times 2. Okay, so let's look at this. So use the formula on the next page to find the perimeter of the rectangle in example 1. Well, we have our length is 3, so we have 3 times 2 is 6, and our width is 2, so 2 times 2 equals 4, and now you have to add your length times 2 plus your width times 2, so 6 plus 4 equals 10. And that's what we got when we added up all the sides. That only works with rectangles though. When you do other polygons, it gets a little more confusing. So you can use this formula right here. Hopefully you can see my mouse going crazy. If you are using a rectangle, okay, or regular polygons. Okay, regular polygons are your equilateral where they're equal. So a regular polygon for a triangle is a equilateral triangle where all the sides are equal. A regular quadrilateral would be a square. A regular pentagon would look like this. It's where the sides are the same length. Okay, so what you could do is if you have a regular polygon, you want to find the perimeter. Okay, if this is 3, well, it would be 3 plus 3 plus 3, or we could do 3 times 3. So only if it's a regular polygon, you can take the length and multiply it by how many sides you have. Okay, so what's the perimeter of this regular triangle? Well, we have 12 inches is one side. We know it's a regular triangle, so all 3 sides are going to be the same. So we can do 12 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. So it would be 36 inches. Now, I can also do 12 plus 12 plus 12. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Either way, it works. However it works best for you. If your brain works better saying perimeters where you add up all the sides and you don't do any multiplication, I am 100% okay with that. I want you to do it the way your brain works the best. All right, so hopefully you have this written so far with my perimeter. If not, pause the video right now, get all of this written down. I'm going to keep going on to circles, which is kind of confusing, but not really. Okay, we can do it. I have faith in us. All right, so a circle is a smooth curve. You guys know what a circle is. Okay, the length or your circumference, is your length of the circle. Okay, the center is the middle part. So literally the middle point in the circle. The radius is distance from center to side, and your diameter is your distance across your circle through your center. All right, so we're going to redraw this. I'm just going to draw it a little bigger for you. So your circumference is all the way around your circle. Okay, your center point, okay, your diameter goes through your center point, and then your radius just goes from your center point to the edge, okay? So, what is the length of this rectangle? We have 5 inches and 3 inches. Well, which one's the length? How long is it? That would be 5 inches. What is the width of the rectangle? The width is how wide it is. That's 3 inches. What is the perimeter? The perimeter is all the way around. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 5 is 13, 12, 13, plus 3 more is 16. So it would be 16 inches. What's the perimeter of this right triangle? You have to add up 5 plus 3 plus 4. Well, 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 4 is 12. Use the formula to find the perimeter of the square. Well, it's a square, so all the sides are the same length, right? So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 4 times 4. What do we call the perimeter of a circle? Well, the perimeter of a circle is the circumference. And then do we use units, square units, or cubic units? Just units. We haven't talked about square units or cubic units yet. Okay, and then what do we call the distance across the circle through its middle? So all the way across the circle through its middle is the diameter. And if the radius of a circle is 6 inches, what's the diameter? So the radius is half of your diameter, because this is just going from side to side. So if the radius is 6, then your diameter would be 6 times 2, or 6 plus 6, and it would be 12. All right, friends, that was the lesson for today. Hopefully it makes sense. If not, email, Zoom. I want to help you as much as I can. Go ahead and you can start getting to work on your problems that I had you do today. Love you lots. Happy mathing.